Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's bring this music back down on a beautiful Sunday morning. We're not going to take a lot of your time. This is Sunday morning. I want you to be with your family. Go to church, hang out. If you're Muslim, you went to the mosque on Friday. All right, you did your thing, and maybe you didn't go to any place. You know, maybe God is in your heart and in your temple right here. That's why they call it the temple. A lot of cool connections there if you really deep dive the words. Shout out to everybody here on the live. The real lies is to see the real lies. All right? Real lies is to see the real lies. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. All right? And this is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out. Let's take a look at BTC. Lost a crucial area. But, you know, I decided to hang out. Yeah, I'm down 170 on my long. And I'm just going to hang out. You know what I mean? I can sell the bottom. Maybe they bounce it back on a crazy weekend. Again, no trade on the weekends. Pointless, to be honest. You know what I mean? Lately, too. But we lost the 200 MA on the 1-minute time frame, which was a short entry right there and right there. But I was trading the 1-hour time frame, and basically I'm going on the fact that the 1 hour could possibly get back above this 200 MA and hold. If we get back above the 200 MA, I'm going to stay in the trade. If we kind of close below it, I'm going to be out. But if we can stay above this or bounce off the 200 MA, there's a chance that we use this as a bounce and we get back to the upside. We're going to break all this down for you. Remember, we called the diamond. The diamond did break out. We've been sideways ever since. I've been long because we've been above with the 200 MA, but I told you once we lose it, probably likely to start to dump, and we got very close to it. So no worries. Let's take a look here at BTC. Okay. And let's take a look here. And we're going to go look at our weekly. Tonight is our weekly candle close for Bitcoin. And I'm relentless. They're relentless. The charts are relentless. It's never easy. It never will be. People are going to leave trading groups. People are going to capitulate. People are leaving. You can see Google searches are down. That lets you know already what's going to happen. And this is what you want, right? When it's time to buy, nobody cares. When it's time to sell, everybody wants to buy. This is the case. This is what happens. The next time everyone wants something or is getting into something, that's when you know it's time to get out. When everybody doesn't want something and telling you it's going to zero, that's usually the best time to buy. So the weekly is going to dig in here and hold this, you know, this higher low. And again, all that matters is that this candle never breaks the open of the week. See, the second we lose the open of this week, even if it's next week, the odds that we'll come back to 94,500. We break 94.5. You have to think that we could test 93, and then you're going all the way possibly back to 89K, right? Now, that's not going to happen as long as this candle closes green. I would like it if it was bullish engulfing. We had it yesterday. We've had it multiple times, but we keep losing the bullish engulfing moment. So it is what it is. But, you know, as long as this digs in green, as long as it closes above the open, we do have to consider that okay, you know, like a decent close. The 3-day chart gave us the bullish engulfing. It was absolutely beautiful. We got the close Friday night. This candle now will close in 1 day and 10 hours, which will be tomorrow night, Monday night. And, you know, you'd like that to continue on the green side. You know, we're not really into having that close red. So I'd like that to close green, please. And 2 days on by Monday night. It would be preferable. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to see that close red. It won't be the greatest thing in the world. And our daily today, just nasty. You know, let's take a look at yesterday's candle. We opened at 95. Yeah, yesterday was we went over it last night. It was a $69 candle. Like, it went up 69 bucks. It was a nothing burger. Yesterday was probably the most boring day to trade in your life. Most sideways price action I've ever seen in Bitcoin. And these are crucial times for BTC as we ramp up. I love this song. Crucial times for Bitcoin as we get into price action here. But the music itself really creates that vibe. And, you know, I was an app video editor for a long time. I understood how to create motion, how to create emotions with video. And so even I know now, some days you'll see me talk at a certain time when the music comes up and you wonder why you're feeling a certain way. Because I know exactly how to time into that emotion of the music with what I'm saying. Like right now, as you hear this music, you would talk about making it. You would talk about going all the way. You would talk about seeing where you could make it all the way. Yeah. See how this music, And the other music would change it into more of a sentiment like, this is where we dig deep, this is where we think, this is where we... And other music is where we push all the way to the upside, you know? And music inspires you to say certain things at certain times, and I'm always vibing off the music. You can see the music really turns into this motion that runs the stream. I'm a music guy. I play 3 instruments. I love music. And so, I mean, this daily looks like it's going to close red and close bearish. Now, we seem to have some bullish, you know, a little bit of support at 96.5, and then we got support at 95.7. You lose that area, you're going to test with these 2 areas, and if we close a daily candle below 95.7, we could end up taking out that capitulation wick. At the same time, that right here, that liquidation is the biggest liquidation in the cryptocurrency, and it got bought back up. So I don't know, man. I'm confused. They got me confused. And so I'm just looking at the charts. I don't want to use my logic here. If I use my logic, I would say, but how are they going to dump it? That's the biggest liquidation in the history of cryptocurrency. Of course we're going to the upside. Of course they're just playing games. Look at the last 2 weeks. Look at the sideways price action. I have never seen anything like this. Look at this. This is how you destroy minds. You're better off skipping 2 weeks. And honestly, I made good gains in this. It tells me I must have learned something in the last few years because I'm able to trade this chop and be profitable. It's absolutely insane. Imagine if we can get an actual run to the upside here, how profitable I'll become. We'll get a nice run. So, Bitcoin back at 97,000, and Sammy's holding the long. I may end up posting a long. I may end up posting a win here on this trade. It may end up not being a loss. We don't know. I was about to capitulate though for sure, and I did not. I did not sell it. We stayed above the 200 MA in the 1 hour time frame. That is a bullish sign. Look how it's an Adam and Eve double top. You see it? Ugh. This is just, oh man. Anyway, we're gonna break it all down. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna stick to what I'm, so the daily looks horrible. The stochastics look great. The stochastics look absolutely wonderful. Let's go double click those. I mean, it's pointing to the upside, bullish. Like, this looks great. Momentum looks at, the indicator says we're great. And it is a low. It's still a higher low technically, and there's lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. And the RSI even looks pretty good to me. Let's go to the 22-hour time frame. And again, overbought stochastic, not my friend. Bit of kind of a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder, not my friend. And we're toying with losing the 200 MA yet again, not my friend. These are not bullish scenarios, period. The 12-hour below the 22-hour time frame. I mean, below the 200 MA, not below the 20. The 12-hour below the 200 MA, not my friend if I'm a bull. The 8-hour looks like it's rolling over. Again, none of this is great at all. None of it looks good. And then here we are on the 4-hour time frame, and it really comes down to this. This is a trend line. And this is a trend line, and we're going to find out what we're going to do today. I mean, this is it. Bitcoin is clearly inside of a symmetrical triangle. These mainly break to the downside. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, but the probability, if I was a trading man, which I am, I didn't need this line, that came accidentally. The odds are that we're going to dump to the downside. All right. It's still a 50-50 pattern, but 90% of these I've seen in the recent year and a half have dumped. They actually used to be 50-50. I used to see sometimes some pump, sometimes some dump, but the last year, 2 years, really, like every time I've seen this pattern, it is dumped. So pretty odd to me. I can't seem to, this pattern has literally changed its probability on me in the last 2 years. It was a 50-50 pattern growing up trading it. The last 2 years, it is dumped 99% of the time when I see it. No, no hope for a move to the upside. This could be the one time Bitcoin rips. What is this pattern? This is a symmetrical triangle. All right. Type it in, SYMMETRICAL, symmetrical triangle. Okay. And I love doing this in trading. You can type it in Grok. You could type it in DeepSeek. You could type it in, ChatGPT. Heck, you can just type it in Google at this point. Even Brave does a good job of telling you what something is immediately. I wanted to show you something kind of creepy. Everyone says, don't dox me, right? You know, Gronk will dox anybody. Like, look, if you put at, like, watch this. Who is, and I mean, I have myself doxed, right? Because I'm not a weirdo. But who is at CryptoLifer33, right? And you can ask it who I am. It's going to tell you a lot about me. Appears to be an individual formerly engaged with the crypto community. Shares personal milestones like turning 40, indicating a personal touch to their post. Offers us such as Bitcoin to followers. Discusses investment strategies live on stream. Shares plans for allocating funds into various cryptocurrencies. Expresses strong support for Bitcoin. Viewing significant events in the crypto space. Shares personal success stories related to financial goals. Emphasizes the role as a creator or influence in the crypto space. Distinguishes themselves from others by claiming a unique commitment to the community. Interesting. Maybe they changed the way they did this, because before it said my whole name and everything. Right? Weird. Now it's like not as in-depth. I did one before and it was like far more in-depth. Maybe if you like copy-paste the profile. Yeah. Anyway, still gives you a pretty good idea. Well, like, who's this? Who's Crypto Nagoto? Like, you know what I mean? Does it know who this person is? Notable presence to cryptocurrency, known for sharing insights in it, content focus, philosophy, introspective. I mean, it'll give you a lot about what the person does a little bit. Interesting. Anyway, before it was giving the person's whole name. Like, I put in Frank the Gods, it gave me his whole name. It told me everything about all he did. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm not going to say it because, like, you could do it yourself, but it's pretty crazy. Shout out to J Change. Shout out to my peoples out there battling every single day. And may the truth come out no matter what, man. If you know, right? But absolute insanity. So the 4 hours inside of a symmetrical triangle, it could go either way. Wouldn't be surprised if we just get a quick little bounce back to the top of the channel here. What would be cool is that would kind of create an inverted head and shoulder that could get us out of this. We are getting oversold with a higher low, which is usually a good sign here. So the small time frames in the 1 hour held the Tutoring. You know, whatever you want to say, as crazy as it is, we're in this kind of strange falling wedge that we could bounce back to the top of the pattern here. If we end up below this Tutoring, we're going to dump. But they didn't get me. They didn't stop me out. I didn't capitulate. And hey, there's a chance I still end up winning this trade. And we break on out of here. I'm all about that 1 hour Tutoring, and I like what we're doing here. If we can stay above the 1 hour 200, I remain a bull. As insane as that sounds. But my trading style has got me through so many tough times by just sticking to the script. I could be emotional right now. I could think 100 things, and I can act all crazy. But that doesn't do anything for me. You see? What we need to do, or we don't need to do anything, but what's best for us is to pay attention step by step, one day at a time. If you got wrecked, if you went through a lot, if you capitulated, if your altcoins are bagged up, I'll be honest, I've been there before, and the worst thing I could have done was walk away. Had I walked away from this market, I never would have made the money I made. I never would have found what I found. I never would have pushed myself to places I've never got to. And again, I know right now it sounds like I'm an influencer just telling you to stay in the game and keep clicking. And it may sound a bit like, dang, of course, that's easy for him. He's got the channel, he's got the movement, he's got the action. Of course, he could tell you to stay in the game. But I am an honest person, and I'm going to just tell you how I did it. And when the market got rough, when I took hits, I never left the market. I kept pushing. I got into crypto in 2016, and I never left. It's now, look, it's been 9 years for me. Most people that stay in 7 to 9 years end up making a couple mil at least. Everyone I've talked to that's been in cryptocurrency for over 5 to 6 years and really put their all into it, they've done pretty well for themselves. Almost everybody I know, you know. So if you can just, you know, and now look at all my friends, like my mentor, God rest his soul, before he did pass, had to been worth over 20 mil at least. The guy was making 400 grand a month in 2018, 2019, and he was teaching me. The guy was unbelievable. You know what I mean? I've been mentored by some by people that have made exorbitant amount of money, everybody. I am a very lucky person. My mentors were very rich people, and they gave me gifts and they taught me the secrets to wealth. I was able to mentor under people that were very rich, and I was able to grab those secrets, and now I give them to you every single day. I am in a unique position. Okay, I interned for very, very wealthy people. 2 of my friends became multimillionaires when I was in my late 20s, and they showed me. I would sit with them. They would talk with me. They had 40 employees overlooking the Statue of Liberty in a beautiful, I've been blessed. Then I started this channel, and I bumped into a guy that owns a golf course, and he started mentoring me and teaching me about real estate. I'm telling you right now, I am a blessed individual. Just being in my trading group, you have access to things you wouldn't believe. I'm going to help every single person I know because I know that I can, and I know that God has given me this ability. I love you. This market's going to be tough. There's going to be times where it looks like it's never going to happen. They're going to tell you it's going to zero. But dude, Ondo's coming in to do real world assets. Like, come on now. Trump is moving in. Like, we have regulation for the first time ever. We just got to get through this period right now where they're trying to bang out everybody. They're trying to melt you out. Trying to make it feel like it's never going to happen. And again, maybe this isn't it. Maybe we do capitulate down for 4 to 5 months. And maybe it's not how they tell you it's going to be. But that doesn't mean if I keep, like right now, if I just keep, I truly believe this. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying should be taken as financial advice. But if I keep accumulating Ondo, if we dip and Ondo goes back to 60, 70 cents and I keep buying it and I have a 3 to 5 year plan, I firmly believe I'll be able to sell Ondo somewhere to $3, $5, $6, $7 and make a boatload of money. And it might take 2-3 years, but I have a plan. You get it? Now, I'd like the latter, that this is just a little dip. We'll get above and I'll be able to sell Ondo in like 6 to 7 months for a fat gain. That's the hope, right? That we have a real bull market. But if we don't, I have a long-term plan for Ondo regardless. And if we come back in 2028, but it's real world assets, it's Larry Fink, I'm not stupid. I'm paying attention to what I see. I am convinced. I have done my research. It doesn't matter what's happening in the market right now. I'm not stuck on that. I'm building for the future. I have a 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 year plan every time I'm in the game, baby. And again, this takes years to be in the game. When you first start, you have a year in the game. How the heck do you have a 5-year plan? You don't even know. You ever want I want to make money now plan. That's your first plan. And then you either lose or you win. You go through some pain and then you realize where you're at. You figure that out. You go from there. All right. Slowly but surely, you get 5 years in, 8 years in, 10 years. I have over 16 years of trading experience now, putting money. You know how many times I pressed the buy button? 10, 30, 50, 60,000. I don't even know if I looked, man. Thousands of times. It's insane. I'd like to say I might be, who knows? But I just want you to understand that this is the time to be alive. This is where the people are going to get wealthy right here, right now. The people that are buying their coins with long-term conviction and aren't staring at they're feeling emotional and know that, you know what? God has made me strong for long-term. I'm not here for fast money like the devil's trying to, come quick, get it real fast. It's right here. Just get your quick money. Man, the devil loves fast money because it burns you up and spits you out, baby. God likes that. Awesome. It doesn't mean you can't get rich quick with God, but I'm just, or faster than you would imagine. But I want you to understand that God wants you to earn it in a way that you'll never lose it. The devil wants you to get it in a way that you lose it immediately. Anytime you feel it fast and quick, you'll know it's the devil, man. Anytime someone's spewing you nonsense to you and trying to tell you, that's why my dad said, get away from anybody that told you it was easy. Because my dad was trying to keep me away from the devil, man. Don't you understand? He was saying it with my dad wasn't too religious, and neither was my mother. They didn't sit there and preach God left and right. My dad did pray. My dad brought me to church. My mom barely ever talked about God. What my mom did talk about was the beauty of the flowers, the gorgeousness of the sun, how wonderful the beach was, how amazing the birds and the bees were. My mom showed me the beauty of life. My mom showed me how gorgeous things were. My dad taught me the stronghold lessons to be true. My dad taught me that the man must protect all things in the family. No matter what the woman says, the man has the final say. No matter what. I know, I'm sorry, this may sound sexist, but that's what my dad told me. My dad told me it's on you to protect the women. They not know even the protection they need, but you do. God has given you a greater responsibility, my dad told me. Okay? My dad also told me many deep things that I will reveal to you today. Okay? And it's more than the charts. This is what you need right now because this is where most people are going to leave the market. And you're going to say, oh, killers, you're going to spew whatever you can to keep people around because the coins stink. No, I mean, this is the truth, because if you don't have a long-term outlook, you will get fizzled out. The richest people can hang in the market for 5 to 10 years while you play games. It hit me one day when I was following the market for 15 years. I was like, oh, this is why they make money. They never have a short-term outlook. They're able to chew you down. They have enough wealth to get through the times that you will emotionally capitulate. That's the difference between a wealthy and a middle class, lower class, even an upper class person, upper middle class person. They don't have the patience to hang. They care too much about money, number one, and less about their frequency. When you learn frequency is the number one thing, when you gravitate towards frequency, the money will follow you because money follows the highest frequency individuals. So once you cultivate the ability to raise your frequency, money is just going to grab you and try to hold you. You're going to have to run away from it. Money's going to, literally, it's going to tackle you. You're going to be literally, it's going to be attracted to you. It's going to be insane. You're never going to, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this whole time I was chasing money. Sam told me to chase a frequency. Sam told me to change my desires. Sam told me to push myself every day. Sam told me to work out every day because I could raise my vibrational energy with chemicals in my body to help me rebuild. Sam told me to fight the depression. Sam told me I can, and I now know I can. God told Sam he could, so Sam tells me I can. There go the cycle will live through me and into you. This is an amazing time to be alive. This is an amazing live stream right now. This live stream is changing my life right now, right here. I know it. I feel it. I'm channeling God right now in my I don't care. You could judge me. You could say whatever you want. I don't give a dang. People call my crew a cult. The lifers are a cult. They can say whatever they want. We have a strong unity that no one else really has. They show their memes. They talk their sauce. They get their Twitter accounts hacked. I don't care, man. These people are a bunch of saucy saucers. Straight up. I don't buy it. None of it. I don't buy none of it. It's all a bunch of gabaggio. So look at the bounce off the Tutor domain. Now they go after the shorts, and I never left the long. I may end up winning this trade. Look at, I'm only down 130 now. Let's get the bounce. I almost want to double down right now and kind of give myself a little bit of a, because then I could bounce back up. On a Tuesday or Wednesday, I might do it. On a low volume Saturday, I won't be too greedy. But wow, let's go, baby. The bounce back. And so all I'm looking for is for, bottom, top, bottom. Just come to the top of this channel. Just want to head right there. And it does say we may have a bit of resistance there, about 96,400. All right. Shout out to Kryptonic. Love you, Sammy. God bless you with a lifer. Has been watching since mid-2021. Crypto in this channel changed my life for the better. Give the likes he deserves, people. He always straight up. God bless everybody. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. We have 1,242 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So one thing I want to talk about is we do have a narrative brewing. There is, despite all this nonsense, because the crazy thing is, this could definitely be the Adam and Eve double bottom. There's still a chance that Bitcoin rips. Once Bitcoin gets above 98.8, you see this heavy resistance? I feel like this time it gets above 98.8, it's going to be able to make enough consolidation to blast across 100K. And then this time it makes across 100K. I mean, look at the gap in the VRVP to this node, to this node. You could just see it. It's likely going to 105,000 because it's got big gaps in the VRVP. And just boom, boom, boom. And this isn't Adam and Eve double bottom. I don't care what they tell you. I'll show it to you clean. Hold up. I'll just show it to you clean. I gotta go to the Bybit chart. But this is clean. You can see how passionate I am about this TA. I'm bugging right now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I love this show. I love being with each and every one of you. I love what I do. I wouldn't change this for the world. I wouldn't change what I do for the world. I wouldn't be anywhere different right now, right here. I'm exactly where I desire to be. With you 1,200 beautiful people, with 1,250 beautiful people. I don't want to leave anybody out. And God bless all the awesome people that hit that like. But look, 339 beautiful souls have respect enough for themselves to send karma all the way back into their energetic form by hitting the like button. See, you're creating your own frequency. That like button is raising your vibration, whether you realize it or not. You could say I'm guruing you, whatever you want. I'm telling you the truth. Whoever hit that like button, you are blessed, and you just raised your frequency to another level. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of anyone that did that. The 350 beautiful souls that hit that like button, you're amazing. You are already raising your vibration. You understand the synchronicity. Was it reciprocity, right? Yeah. So there's still a chance here. So you're telling me there's a chance. There's still a chance that we could get busy out this flag on the 4-hour time frame for BTC. Look at that. And this is like, this is what we're watching right here. So to make it really simple without a lot of lines, this is what you need today. And I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, what's going to keep you in line. I can tell you exactly what's going to happen, but. So I'm long because I'm bullishly biased and I'm overly risk and I like to risk. But I also know that if we get this breakout, we're going to boom pretty fast to 100K. And I would love to show that awesome. I would love to show like that awesome gain. You know what I mean? We all, look at the gain, you know? And I'm staying true to this little flag here. But I know that there's a good chance we could dump. And honestly, these patterns actually mainly dump. So if we dump, I'm going to be like, yeah, I went against the probability. And I was a little too bullishly biased. And I know that. You know, the odds are telling me you should short, Sam. Symmetrical triangles mainly dump to the downside. So why am I not shorting? I just got so much faith in the 200 MA on the 1-hour time frame. And we didn't lose it. We were about to lose it. I said, I'll give it a little bit of time. I said, I'll see how this candle closes. And the candle got back above it. So as long as we stay above the 200 MA, I'm long. If two more candles close down here, they'll probably get me to capitulate. Because at that point, and then if they rip it back up, so be it. But I have rules. See, you just make rules. My rules are, if we stay above the 200 MA, I don't bounce. If we go below it, I do bounce. Now, every once in a while, they bring it back below and they bring it back up again. But most of the time, like right there, you either can make a beautiful short or you miss, you don't have to take a massive dump. Like right here, if I got out when this candle closed right there, look at that. I would have not had to go through all that pain. And had I got out right there when this candle closed, all that pain. So that's why I'm very keen about the 200 MA on the 1-hour time frame. But I'm also interested in reading this chart the way it is. We've got the tight moving averages with the 200 MA above. Many times in my life, we get this massive pump up and it's very fast. And it's almost like a magnetism. It's like, and so I've studied this for years. That looks like, so we see the Adam and Eve, we see this flag. Honestly, it looks like I've seen this before. I've seen this. So no matter what I told you about probability and stuff, I've seen this before. And you know what happens? A massive liquidation to the upside. Why? It's this tight moving average scenario. I can't explain it, but when these moving averages get tight and the 200 is lingering, we blast up to it. Very similar to when we're pumping, you'll see the 200 will dump right down. And look, that's an Adam and Eve double top. Let me show you something else that's going to blow your mind right now. I'm going to freak you out. I'm going to freak you out right now to a point that you're going to be like, what the heck is going on? Watch this. This is going to freak you out. Your mind's never going to be the same at the end of hanging out with me. This ain't your average YouTube channel, baby. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. So look, see this? See that? That's an Adam and Eve double top, right? Adam and Eve double bottom, right? Now watch this. We're going to take this. We're going to flip it upside down. We're going to shrink it. We're going to go to the 1-hour time frame. We're going to grab it. And this is how you know I have extreme pattern recognition, right? And look, this is the same pattern right here, but it's on the 1-hour time frame. So weird, right? Like I don't know what they're doing here, but they're doing something with this Adam and Eve pattern. They're playing games with it. Now this one went off sideways a little more. This one rounded off, but it's just awkward, man. It's just, they're using this. Look, this is identical. This one here. Remember, I took this from the 4-hour. So basically this here is this here. They just did it. They're using some algorithm that's doing the same thing. Don't you get it? I'm on to these dudes because my brain is just wired differently than most people. I can see things. I should have worked for the CIA or something, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, maybe I do. I don't even know it. Maybe they have a chip in me, and that's why I do all this stuff. Anyway, so again, not promising. I do have to tell you, it's more likely we dump down to 93.8. But if we can hold that Tutoring on the 1 hour time frame, I just remain a hair of a bull. We go back below, then I have to kind of capitulate to bearishness again. So they've been doing that a lot. Smaller time frame patterns the same. Yeah, exactly. Sam Pants hit the Bart Simpson. They're funny. Sammy, you guys are crazy. Master Friend is your handler. You guys are funny, man. No, Crypto Billy is my handler. If anyone just showed up in a bar one night, you know what I mean? Made a good connection when I was in a vulnerable state. That's what they do. They swoop in when you lose a loved one or something. Oh, hey, how you been? You know? Oh, we're here to help you. Oh, yeah. Lifer Intelligence Agency. Yeah, the LIA. Amen. The best cold storage for Ethereum, Solana, and like Bitcoin. I like Trezor Wallet. I really do. But when it comes to holding all sorts of other coins, I really like Tangem. Tangem seems to have access to all the smaller coins that you can't get access, that you don't have support for on the other coins. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with this today. I'm in the same place as I was. Like, look, a couple days ago, I think we were in one of these, and it was like, hey, we're making the Adam and Eve where we could go up or down. It's like, I wish I could give you guys more information. We're in the same spot now that we've been in for a long time. And then again, this is the bigger channel, and we want to hold it. And this is really all I can give you. And I can tell you what I'm doing. Yeah. Ledger has more support too, but I don't like the way the Ledger functions. And they had that whole backdoor, and there was some weirdness going on there with Ledger. So I gave you everything I could give you. That is an Adam and Eve double top too. I mean, we got to read this right? I know I'm bullishly biased, but I can see that, And I'll be back tonight for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. That will be at 8 p.m. tonight. And that is Sunday at 20, right? Right there. I would have sworn I had the line there. So at 8 p.m. tonight, I go live. I'll make my green box. I almost got it. Looks like we'll be sideways, and we'll just be right there. And we'll end up in that box right there when I show up at 8 p.m. tonight. But we could end up dumping to the downside, and we could be down there too. The odds are we're going to be low. So this is just a hopeful, fun thing I do. Don't worry about it, you know what I mean? But I'll be honest, the TA odds say we'll lose the tune to May. This is an Adam and Eve double top. It has a measured move down here, and then we'll also, the symmetrical triangle will dump. So the odds are we're going to dump, everybody. I'd be pleasantly surprised if we can stay above this 200 May and somehow not do that. And there's a chance that we defy the odds. You never know. Especially on low volume weekends, things get a little weird. So I'm transparent with you. I am long. I can only lose like $240. It's not a big deal. And we'll go from there. May God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful day. If you choose not to trade today, it's probably a great idea. Trading on the weekends is not a great look. I love you all. I will see you tonight for Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. God bless and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much to everybody that joined the trading stream today. Thank you to the super chats and everyone that jumped on in. We had a $4 super chats. Can you look at Mandy? The marketing team does not stop. Mandy's been on fire of all the other coins in the game. I didn't buy any. But wow, it just continues. Let me just show you. It has continued to rip. Again, high risk, low, but I called out a target at 0.9 and it hit my target exactly. And now it's up a 5x from when I put it out. So we drew it here. And I said, someone asked me about it. I said, at first I don't want to do it. Then I said, I'll look at it. And I said, I'll just do the TA. I said, the TA looks like it's going to rip to 5. Then we drew this flag, and I said it's going to rip to 9. And it did everything I said it was going to do based on the charts. And it went parabolic. Now, again, same scenario. Flag it out. If it's bullish, it will stay in a flag again. And look for it to rip this whole length of this pole now. Its next target would take it to 2 cents and 0.3 of a cent. But look for it to, it looks like it maybe for the next 2 to 3 days consolidate a little bit as it kind of gears up. But wow, Mandy up 565%. And Sean, take a screenshot of that, or I'll do it for you here. But man, since we talked about it, right? Let's see the call out. And went over an entry right there. The TA said it was good. So I don't do anything but what the TA tells me to do. You get it? Meme coins or not. People say you can't do technical analysis on meme coins, but that's just hogwash. Of course you can. 100% you can. And look, I didn't even need indicators, but they're here if you needed them. All I need is price action to figure this out and measured moves. This isn't that difficult. You just have to be more, if you've seen it as long as I have, you believe in it. Most people don't believe in it like me, so there's no way they could have seen this happen before it happened. But this is all I do. All I do is watch price action like 7 days a week. I'm a nerd. So again, I'm going to get blessed with some of this crazy knowledge, right? I'll put that in the gains, and then Sean, you could just delete it from gains and then, make it all fancy. All right. But wow, I mean, that's another huge gain here if you just come to the trading group and you're paying attention. And thank you for giving us Mandy, whoever sent that super chat. And I was privy. I knew what it was. I don't like jumping in on low cap stuff, but I do like doing technical analysis that plays out, and it just looked clean. It just looked clean. Oh, one last thing I want to do is I don't think I showed you BOOKMAP, right? BOOKMAP still has that big short up there that wants to get taken out. And the liquidity is kind of lacking below if you really zoom in. But if we go anywhere, it does suggest we go to 96.8. But that's about it. Look, or maybe to 96,000, but it's pretty far. I guess the most liquidity is down here all the way down to 95,000. So it does suggest we could dump. Well, we've had liquidity down there for a while now, and we've been okay. So we'll see what happens. It is a low volume Sunday. And we had a lot of craziness. We also have the markets are closed tomorrow. So that's going to affect everything. It's going to kind of make tomorrow kind of like a Sunday too. So it could be sideways up until Tuesday, and then Tuesday could act like a false move Monday. I've seen that happen many times. So get ready. We're going to have a tumultuous week because of the banking holiday. And then we have, I believe, Friday, we have unemployment, as we went over last night. Everybody, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. to break it down. And we won't stop. Crypto Lifers for life. Thank you for everybody that supports this channel. God bless each and every one of you for the gratitude that you send my way, that you send yourself, and the gratitude that I have for everybody here. I'll be back. Keep it positive. Keep it amazing. You're in control. You create opportunities every day by staying positive and attracting high-frequency individuals and high-frequency situations. How you do that is by staying high-frequency yourself. Don't talk badly about other people. Just wish goodness for others, and others will wish goodness for you. You reap what you sow, as the Bible will say. So carry the energy in which you would desire for yourself and give that around to the world, and it'll come right back to you. I love you all. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. I'll see you tonight. I love you. Thank you. I can't say it every time. I gotta change it up. I don't like to be too predictable. I mean, I gotta change it up sometimes. Especially, you know what it is? This is getting started. That's 5 days a week. I want to keep it going. Today's Sunday. Sunday's when I want you to have more retrospect. Think back on the week. Don't beat yourself up. Sunday's a day full of love. I'll be harder on you on Monday. Monday's when we drill sergeant. Sunday's a day full of love. I love you, Master Fran, Ray Sound Records, everybody that makes this stream amazing, and my group amazing. You never know. Today could be the last day of my life, so you got to be amazing. Remember that, everybody. Nobody knows when we're going to go. Nobody here knows. Today could be the last day of all. I don't want to be morbid. And it probably is. We don't know, but we don't know that. Let's make the last day, every day of our lives, that could be the last day. Let's make it amazing. So when our last day ever does come, we know we were being amazing on that last day. I love you all.